there's another piece of research that when you're building, when you're designing anything, it's a better conversation when you're thinking about how do we know we're doing it, how do you measure it. And so when I'm talking about measurement, it's not, yes, it is the tangibles of finance and production and productivity and volume and all that kind of stuff, but also all the soft metrics about engagement, about feeling good, satisfaction, user experience, you name it. Okay. Any questions on that? Can we switch to the? Can you move over to the other one? Yeah. Okay. All right. So moving to the framing the thinking panel, what we're doing here is we're moving you into a more spatial mode, because when you're building your operating model, but in cybernetics, one of the first rules is in order to control a system, so cybernetics is science of systems, in order to control a system you have to map it or model it accurately. Okay? You have to map it or model it accurately. It needs to reflect the reality. You have to have control over that. If you're building an operating model, I would very robustly challenge anybody that if that operating model doesn't relate to how the organisation truly operates, where the people truly are, and how they interact and relate with each other, I would challenge that it's not fit for purpose, it's not really going to help you go where you need to go. And there have been many incidents where we've been brought in to help with the discovery of a previous activity, and the audiences at all levels, board level right down to the front line, will say, well, the activity that happened, when they unveiled it, it meant nothing to me. I couldn't relate to it, I couldn't see where I fitted in it, and it just didn't help me do what I needed to do. In fact, it just caused more distress. So the visual operating model we're trying to do here is providing the North Star. So with a visual operating model, the design discussions, and you're going to have thousands of them across the enterprise, both at individual business and across business, it's providing just something that you all can just coalesce around and you can all use to align yourselves in your conversation.